Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to MDC. Your boy Bleezy and CT in the building. As always, gonna be talking Fins tonight. There's a lot of shit going on. No camp tomorrow. Pretty much rounded out the first 2 days of padded practices. There's a lot of stuff been going on since last Tuesday and Wednesday when we did the shows. So yeah, we got a lot of shit to talk about. What's going on, Bleezy? What's up,
Yo,
buddy?
what up, bro? What up? Yeah, man, you've been catching me up a little bit the past 20 minutes or so. And there's a lot going on actually right now.
Yeah,
And some good stuff, going on. And we're about to chop it up.
yeah, man. So, as we know, again, last week when we left off our second show, uh, we had just seen Artie Burns tear his ACL and end up out for the year. Cater Kohu got injured in practice on Saturday. It's now Wednesday, so they were saying that they had some issues with swelling, which were delaying their ability to, do their diagnostics as far as imaging is concerned. And yeah, so Cater Kohu is out for the year as well.
That's
So
crazy. That
yeah,
sucks, man.
then the same day we had Aaron Davis, another secondary guy we brought in, free agent, and he got injured. However, according to Mike McDaniel, he's not going to be out the entire year. He's not giving an exact time frame, but he said that he doesn't believe that it's going to be a year-long issue. However, just like with Cater Kohu, they said they are waiting on some swelling to do further imaging. So that's kind of an ongoing situation. As we know, Eichenberg is still out. He's going to be out for a few more weeks. We know that Melotanafu, who's supposed to be the safety starting alongside Minka Fitzpatrick, he's still on the physically unable to perform list. From what we've been told, it's nothing super serious. So hopefully, from all reports, he's supposed to be back in the next week or so, obviously, before the season starts. So, yeah, I mean, there have been a lot of little injuries. We've had another injury on the O-line. Obviously, it's not any of the potential starters. We are waiting
Good.
on James Daniels, the offseason acquisition free agent that we're assuming may either play starting right guard or be one of the backup guards. He's coming off an Achilles injury. He's hoping to get fully cleared or by the doctors for no limitations.
Hmm.
So we'll see with that.
Hey,
Couple
hey,
of the
hey,
younger guys. Go ahead.
not to cut you off. Tell them about that front seven on defense. What
Yeah,
you been
yeah, we're
telling?
gonna get there. I was just
Okay.
saying I want to kind of go through the injury thing because
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, keep
it's
going,
kind
bro.
of
You're
part
good.
of
You're
the other
good.
shit. But so I mean, obviously we had some of the younger guys get injured. I mean, they're camp bodies. It's not the end of the world. Um, I'm guessing, I don't know, my initial hunch was correct. We did hear about Matos. Matos has been released from the hospital. It was an upper body injury, which tells me it was a neck injury, head or neck.
Oh, that was
Um,
the
yes,
airlift situation.
yes, because they put out a statement and they said, I mean, and this is after we'd been on the show, but I think it was a day or two after they said that when they got him to the hospital, he had all motor function, meaning, he can move all of his arms and his legs and, you know what I mean, wiggle your toes. And so that tells me right there it's a neck situation
Hmm.
that they were worried
Oh,
about
that's
a spinal
scary.
injury. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, that actually
Because
says a
remember
lot.
when I said when it happened, really the only two reasons that you're doing that is one, a major head injury, or
Yeah.
two, a neck injury, and where you're worried about, you know,
Hey,
somebody becoming paralyzed.
props to the Dolphins for being on top of that, bringing in the airlift crew. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's first class.
absolutely.
That's first class service right there. You got airlifted straight to the hospital.
Yep. But I mean, like I said, that's kind of why I was going through the injuries. I did want to update everybody on that. I mean, again, not,
Yeah.
that he was going to play, a significant role, if anything, other than a practice squad player. But, we're still human. So I'm glad he's doing well.
Right.
But yeah, man, I mean, we've gotten hit pretty hard with the injury bug, especially in the secondary. And we brought in Mike Hilton. We brought in Cornell Armstrong. We drafted him back in 2018. We cut him, and then he's back again. Um, you know, we still have guys out there. Um, Stephon Gilmore's out there. I mean, he's older, but again, he's better than no experience at all. Um, so, yeah, I mean, we have
Hey,
options out there.
I think I told you that I do know a little bit about Mike Hilton, right? He went. I think I told you that, but he went to Ole Miss. Mike Hilton went to Ole Miss.
Well, then he's got to be shit.
Mike Hilton, I mean, people say he's an old veteran, this and that, and Mike Hilton is only. I mean, and I guess maybe it's old. He's 31 years old. But the thing about Mike Hilton is he's always been small. I think he's like 185 pounds, but believe me, he doesn't play like 185 pounds, man. Mike Hilton was the leader of Ole Miss's defense. Mike Hilton wore the number 38 at Ole Miss. That's how good he was, bro. And we had a good defense back then, and he was the leader. He was repping that 38 for Ole Miss, and he was the captain. I mean, that guy is a beast. And then he got drafted by Pittsburgh and then went to Cincy. But I think he's got, we keep picking up these deep, but we had to. This is almost like we had to pick him up. But I think look out for Mike, my boy Hilton.
Yeah, I mean, from everything we've been hearing, obviously, him and
He's
Jack Jones being the two additions after the injury to Artie Burns and Cater Kohu. Um, Hilton is more of the slot corner,
he'll
whereas
yeah, because you know why? Because
because he's a smaller guy. Yeah,
he'll
he's
rush the
yeah.
fucking quarterback. Mike Hilton is physical as fuck. He's a
Yeah,
physical motherfucker. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's
He'll rush
good.
the quarterback. He'll fuck up a running back if he has to.
Yeah, and we'll get into that because God knows that the Dolphins are doing a lot of blitzing again. And so anyway, though, with him as far as him being in the slot, you have Jack Jones. He has a troubled past.
Hey,
He has off the field issues, but it's like,
yeah.
at
See,
this
Mike
point,
Hilton. Hey, I don't mean to cut you off,
yeah,
but while I'm
good.
on it, Mike Hilton does not have the speed because you said slot, and I think you're right. But they're gonna have to cover his backside, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I think that that's kind of where from my. So all right, so I guess we could talk about that in particular, but I think the way that we were setting this up, obviously, we'll get into the front seven. Then once we get there, we can circle back to the corners and the safeties.
Okay, yeah, man.
But so obviously we have two padded practices.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them were unpadded, and we heard a lot about how even without pads on, the front seven of the defense was absolutely just owning the fucking offense.
Crushing it.
Then we heard reports of, the well, as far as the the pass defense was concerned, as far as, rushing the quarterback. But then we heard a lot of good things about all the holes that were opened up and all the electric plays from the running backs, and all this big play, and Austin Jackson this, and Patrick Paul and Jonas Sanaevaya are over here opening ginormous holes, and it's like, okay, that's awesome, but then it's almost like over the last 2 days, once the pads come on, a lot of that narrative, at least from people reading reports of, play-by-play breakdowns of practice and all of this, like,
Yeah.
there's
Hey,
so many.
CT.
You.
CT, that's about, because I know you've been watching football for a long time like me. Is it not like almost textbook for this time of year? The defense dominates early,
Well, yes and no, but what I was trying to say, what's interesting to me about it, though, is it shows the emphasis on what Weaver wants to do. He wants to create pressure.
Right. Yeah.
And he's willing to do it with the use of blitzing linebackers, blitzing corners, slot corners. They've had safeties blitz off, at the line of scrimmage.
I'm down with that. I'm cool
with that. Which is great. And that's where I was saying, from these padded practices, we've heard a lot about how the pass rush is getting home, that Austin Jackson is looking silly again, and he's starting to hold again.
Oh, shit.
That Patrick Paul has been, getting a little handsy with people, and, maybe holding a little bit. And it's like, please don't fucking learn from Austin Jackson. Just please don't.
What number is Mike Hilton wearing? I may have to get me a Mike Hilton jersey.
Oh, there you go.
I always love it. Oh, I was on Braylon Sanders forever. I'm always
I know.
It's
another fucking
players.
Ole Miss shitty player.
Where's
we know
Braylon
how that's
Sanders?
Gonna work.
Where's Braylon Sanders at? Let me see. Mike Hilton, Dolphins number. Let's look it up. Dude, if he's wearing a 38, it may be game over. Oh my God, he's wearing 38. Mike Hilton's wearing 38. Mike Hilton.
Who is 38 in Ole Miss history that you said that he had to earn it?
Chucky Mullins, bro.
No idea who the fuck that is.
Are you talking about?
And you didn't kick yourself.
Are you talking about why the 38 jersey is so what's the word? Elevated or
sacred in Ole Miss?
Yes. Are you asking that?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I have the 38 in my name. Okay, but it stands for Chucky Mullins. Chucky Mullins was a defensive back, and I was at the fucking game, bro. It was my freshman year. Ole Miss was playing Vanderbilt, and Chucky Mullins, who was the leader of the defense, captain of the team, came in with literally a bone-crushing hit on a receiver, and he broke his neck.
Oof.
He broke his neck. He was down for fucking over, I mean, it felt like fucking forever, but it was over 30 minutes, man. And they were just doing whatever. But long story short, Chucky Mullins, he broke his neck on that football field. And from then on, everybody rallied around him, bro. He was paralyzed from the neck down.
Damn.
No fucking joke. And I remember seeing him on campus, dude. He'd be on campus. I mean, I said neck down, but I mean he could steer his wheelchair. But everybody went and bought him a wheelchair, and he'd be fucking driving around campus, fucking, and he always had a fucking smile on his face. It's fucking crazy. He was always smiling. He's cool as fuck, dude. I'd see him. I'd be like, "What's up, Chucky?" He'd be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Fucking rolling his wheelchair, dude. He's cool as fuck. And he was the leader of the defense. And that 38 became sacred. That's a good word for it.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. So every year.
So Bleezy's origin story. of Bleezy 38 right
That's right.
here exposed on this episode.
That's it.
Fuck, we're on 290th episode, and I've never heard this fucking story.
That's it. That's where the 38 came
That's
from.
crazy. That's awesome.
38. That's Bleezy 38. And so every year, the top player, the biggest captain, the biggest dog, whatever you want to call it, on Ole Miss's defense, reps the 38. They wear the 38. And I mean,
Okay.
and sometimes it could be a defensive lineman. It just depends on who's the biggest dog. You know?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah,
And,
that's awesome, bro.
Yeah, and that's why I rep the 38. And Mike Hilton wore that 38 at Ole Miss, and now he's wearing it with the Dolphins. CT,
That's pretty cool, man.
I'm getting a jersey. I'm getting a fucking
Well,
Mike
get
Hilton
it,
jersey.
bro. There you go.
I'm getting
All
one.
right, so let's get back on this O line though. Let's get back on this O line though. And the thing is like we were saying, we know that Anthony Weaver has kind of shown his hand. He wants to be pressure oriented, take some of the pressure off of the cornerbacks, and be able to cause a more consistent pass rush. And so that's great. And like we said, but we've been hearing conflicting reports about the O-line. Like I said, in camp without pads, we heard so much about,
how good they are.
This person stonewalled this person, and this person stonewalled that person, and all these freaking holes you could fit a Mack truck, holes you could fit a Mack truck through, and it's like, okay. And then the pads come on. And here's the thing, though, like I said, from all the practice reports I've seen over the last 2 days of padded practice, it's would-be sack, would-be sack, would-be sack, run for no gain, such and such got stuffed in the middle, Madison got stuffed in the middle, Jalen Wright got stuffed up the middle. Like, is this the time that maybe with the increased hyper-focus on the pass rush, are we actually going to get a good run defense? And the thing is it's not that we've just stacked up on, the pass rushers. And obviously Kenneth Grant up front was Zach Sealer, and people have talked about how good they're looking. But then people seem to forget Willie Gay Jr.'s out here balling, dude. Jordan Brooks is playing well. Fuck, and I hate to say this because we were shitting on him for a while. We are actually hearing Channing Tindall's name being called.
Well,
Channing Tindall is actually making some fucking plays.
About fucking time, right?
Now, again, does that mean it's in fucking training camp? But
right.
It's better than fucking nothing because we didn't hear his name fucking before in training camp either.
He always pops up in the preseason, it seems like.
No, last year I don't remember hearing much about him at all last year, even in training camp.
Tindall in preseason, in the preseason games, he'll be out there making a couple of plays, man. He will. But it's probably because he's on the field.
And it's, but it's also when he gets into these games, he's fucking playing third string, fourth string guys. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Right. Yep. No, you're right. He's a bust. It's amazing that we even still have him.
Yeah, but I mean, again, he's making some plays. It is what it is. But it's like, here we are. We supposedly have a solid fucking linebacking core. We have a solid fucking, D-line. From all reports, Kenneth Grant is doing extremely well. Sealer's playing as he always is. Then you have Bradley Chubb playing well. I mean, we have corners blitzing. We have safeties blitzing. All of these things, like we hear
Mike Hilton.
All of these different names. I don't remember if I saw anything of a Hilton having a sack, but we're talking about again. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But again, we hear about Bradley Chubb and we hear about
that's good.
Jalen Phillips, and we're hearing about chop. Mo Kamara's not doing very well
Not
from what I've
much.
read. But again,
Who do we
he's
have on the
good.
inside? We other than Sealer and the rookie,
We have Benito Jones.
my boy Benito from Ole Miss.
And some undrafted guys. I mean,
What happened to Norman? Was it Norman? No, it wasn't Norman Hand. What was the guy's name? Deshaun Hand?
Devon Hand. I don't think he's with the Dolphins anymore.
He was older.
So, but anyway, he was doing, again. So, we're consistently seeing these things, these reports about how good the defensive line is doing. But then we hear reports about, but Patrick Paul's doing this, Patrick Paul's doing that. Jonah's looking good. Obviously, Aaron Brewer's not out there. He's still on the no, I don't think he's on PUP. I think he may have been on the non-football injury list. I don't know. But Aaron Brewer's not playing right now. It's not a major thing either. I remember Mike McDaniel talking about that. It's nothing major with him. I think more it's him wanting a new contract. I don't know. But anyway, but it's like, okay, it could be one of those things. The defense wins sometimes, the offense wins sometimes. But it's
Right.
like but the play-by-plays almost seem to be highly indicative of one of two things, right? Well, I guess one of three things. Is it that our offensive line sucks? Is the run D for real, or is it just an early camp mirage?
Ooh. Another one, all of the above, maybe?
I mean, maybe. But
That's a
I
great
mean, from
question.
reports saying that Jonah and Patrick Paul are playing really well together, they're communicating well together, that they're doing all this, opening holes, and we were I was reading about Patrick Paul stonewalling Bradley Chubb and just all of these things where the offensive line's doing well, but then your play-by-play kind of says something a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, is it a narrative that they're trying to put out there? Oh, the rookies are doing good, but really the offensive line really fucking sucks, Or is it, again, maybe like I said, the enhanced view of creating pressure also comes along with stopping the run, right? Because just like with Brian Flores, when we were running the zero blitz and all that, we had a pretty stout fucking run defense. Our problem was we couldn't fucking stop the pass.
Yeah.
And so is this run defense for real? Maybe it is, but maybe it also be an early camp mirage.
Early camp mirage.
What's going on?
MCJB.
Hey, he said, where's the link? I'm going to throw him the link.
Yeah, coming at you.
If you're going to drop.
MCJB.
Oh, you're going to drop it in the chat for him? Go ahead. Drop it in the chat for him.
You want me to?
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, that way if anybody else wants to come up, they can come up too.
I'm so rusty at this, man. I don't even remember how to fucking pull up the link.
Oh, it's fine. You got to go to the top of the webpage and copy it.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shit.
To the top, select all, copy it, and then put it in the chat. See if I can get it to work here. Hold on. There you go.
Technical difficulties.
Nah, I got it. I sent it in there. It's on there. What's going on? MC, you were at practice today. What's going on, brother?
I don't know what you're talking about. I was not at practice today. What are you talking about?
Yeah, your ass was at fucking practice today.
No, I don't remember shit.
Oh, that's not good.
I
That's what happens when you go to the beach afterward,
don't.
right?
That happened.
MC,
Too many beers will happen.
MC, where you at right now? You back in Orlando, or where the fuck you at right now?
Yeah, but I'm back in Orlando. I'm driving home.
Oh, you're driving right now?
Sure, yeah.
Crazy as hell.
Yes, sir.
Gotta get it, brother.
Well, stay safe out there, bro. Get you a cup of coffee or some
Um,
shit.
I did. I let my friend drive himself home, so I was like, I took me a little nap.
Oh, there you go. Nap's always a good call.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Yep.
we were
But
just
yeah,
talking
I
a little
did
bit
training
about all the
camp.
shits going on. So
Training camp was a complete shit show. Liam Eichenberg got pancaked.
I thought he was
Liam
hurt.
Um,
Eichenberg fucking hurt. Stop it.
well,
Oh,
somebody got pancaked on ones. That shit was fucking funny as fuck.
you crazy as hell.
Somebody got pancaked. It was a little D lineman, or a little nothing D lineman.
Who was the D
And
line that pancaked the guy? Do
fucking
you know?
fucking
You don't
pancake, the
know.
It's
fucking big
probably
ass.
Chop.
I don't know.
It's
I
probably
don't know
Chop
who it
Robinson.
was. Don't know who it was. I was drinking so much. But I can tell you
It didn't
this.
matter.
Me and fucking Iceman was fucking what's the word I'm looking for? We were fucking laughing about that shit because we thought it was Liam Meikenberg just getting pancaked.
Shout out to Iceman.
Hey, we went down together.
Well, what?
Bro,
I wonder who the D
fucking,
line. I bet it was Chop because Chop's not real big, but he will fucking dump you on your ass.
I don't know, but whoever the fuck it was, good shit on the D lineman. Bad job, bad footwork with the lineman. I have to
What
figure it
else?
out. I don't know who it was, but
What else did you see other than that?
that
What
shit,
else
that shit was pathetic, bro.
did you see? Anything good? Tell me something good.
There ain't nothing good with this damn team.
Tell me something good, bro.
If I could, I would. If I could, I would.
What the fuck? What about Jalen Waddle? I heard Jalen Waddle and Tua are clicking.
Dan Waddle had the orange jersey today.
Did he?
Yeah. I mean, from everything I've heard, I mean, they've been basically they're the new Tua and Tyreek that
Right.
apparently,
That's what I'm hearing.
now
I
that
like
fucking
that.
Tyreek
I
done
didn't even,
pissed
I didn't even
everybody
see
off.
Tyreek today.
That's because he's off. He's
He had
going through a
he had an
divorce.
excused absence today. He wasn't at
He had to
camp.
go to court. He had to
Fucking
go to court.
idiot.
He had a court
Fuck,
date.
fucking idiot. That's what he gets for being a fucking.
Tua's done with him. Shout out to Tua for calling his dumbass out.
He
Yeah.
should have called his ass out. Fuck that
Tua
guy.
called him the fuck out and said, "This ain't something you can just come back and say, oh, my bad." You know, because the reporter asked him, "Well, what'd you think? Or did you see him when he said I'm done and walked off?" Tua said, "Hell yeah, I saw him when he said that. Everybody saw him." And that's when Tua said, "That's not something you could just come back and say, oh, my bad." Tua's like, he's got to earn that back.
Yeah, I
And that,
mean, that was a couple days ago. Yeah.
yeah,
Is this
it
the
was.
court date for the too many baby mamas or the divorce from the wife?
Oh, who
I
knows?
don't fucking
Take your pick.
Either
um
one, same damn thing.
but
You
speaking
know,
of two oppressors, man, two had a presser this morning. I thought there are a couple things I thought were interesting. Was that everybody's talking about he hasn't thrown a single interception in camp so far,
that's true.
and Tua's like, I really don't give a fuck about
Talk
that,
about that.
Oh, I
and
think I heard
so
about that.
yeah, so that, and again, he was saying that he has other goals, other things he wants to accomplish, in each of the practices. And he said he only accomplished one out of the three things he wanted to today. And so it's kind of like, I like to see it, the fact that he's not satisfied with what he's doing. He's not on autopilot. He's continuing to try to improve.
Yeah.
The fact that he's take
He
on a
looks
more
dialed
vocal
in.
leadership role. The
He
fact
does have a
that
leadership role, big time. He
yeah,
looks dialed in to me, too.
the fact that he's kind of, I don't know if it's purposeful or not, because I mean Tyreek wasn't there, and that all this other shit, but it's like Tua seems to be favoring Waddle more. Probably, again, whether it's the way that things are being called, is it the Slovak offense, our new senior passing game coordinator, is he more focused on the short and intermediate routes? We haven't really heard of a lot of long passes. We heard about one from Zach Wilson today to D. Eskridge for like 50 yards. And, you hear one or two of them per practice or long. But, like, it's not like it was, a couple years ago where it was, oh, 4 fucking 60-yard touchdown passes from Tua to Tyreek or Tua to Watt,
Right. Hey,
What's
MC,
up? What's up?
MC, did you see Quinn Ewers?
Yeah, I couldn't really see him much. They really had him on the
What
other
about?
field.
Well, I was going to ask you, like, if you saw him and Zach Wilson, like, how do they stack
Zach
up? I wonder.
Wilson. Zach Wilson had a touchdown pass. And
You
then
know
the
what I
next
mean?
play, he almost threw a pick.
Hello?
I can
Yeah,
hear him. He's talking.
How come?
yeah. So Zach Wilson was kind of like he had an okay day. It wasn't that great.
Yeah, I mean, everything that I've been hearing from,
He's an
over the
average
last week,
backup.
even with pads on the last 2 days, I mean, I've heard that Zach Wilson has looked sharper. I mean, no, he's not Tua, but
No,
he's been pretty sharp, and that Ewers again is playing pretty fucking well. From all of the things I've read and heard.
Ewers was kind of struggling handling the ball today. There was a couple of misdirections that led to fumbles.
Yeah, I heard about that. Apparently, fucking Jalen Wright's fumbled 3 times in the last 3 practices.
It was the handoff from.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And even Devon A-Chain had a fumble on a handoff the other day too. And I'm like, they better get that shit fucking cleaned up.
Right. Yeah, there was a couple miss fumbles or miss what's the word I'm looking for?
Missed handoff. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, there you go.
MC, what about that new rookie running back, what's his name? Ollie
I didn't
Gordon?
see
Ollie
him
Gordon the
much.
second.
He had one good catch, but it was like 5 yards. He ran
Okay.
the fuck out of somebody though. He trucked
Is he big as fuck?
no.
He's not. I thought he was
But
a big
he
dude.
trucked someone. I don't know, but he trucked someone. He caught the ball. He caught the ball, and he ran over to what's his face?
Mike Hilton.
So I don't know, some corner, some
No,
slot corner.
that was the tight end. That was
Uh,
that
See, I
was
was drunk. I
Pharaoh
don't know.
Brown. Pharaoh Brown is the one that he ran
All the
over
numbers look the
somebody.
same,
I was
MC.
yeah.
All
No,
the
no, no.
numbers are
Hold
blending
on. Let me
together.
just, but please, real quick.
I can name a play, but I might have mixed up the words. I was just so fucked
Right.
up.
Now you
Yeah,
good?
yeah. No, you're fine. But what I was saying, so from what I heard, is that um, at some point during practice, Pharaoh Cooper, who's one of the backup tight ends, he caught a pass and then he ran over a cornerback, but then him and the cornerback fell into another 2 guys, on their legs. And I'm like, bro, we have enough fucking ACL and fucking knee injuries.
Yeah.
Let's not fucking hurt
Right.
your teammates in practice, bro.
Right.
Like,
Ease
I'm
up a little
glad that
bit.
you want to be physical and shit. That's great. But don't fucking hurt your
Yeah.
own dudes, bro.
Take it down a little, one notch, a little bit, half a
Yeah.
half a
Yeah.
notch. You know,
So
we've been talking about that, man. The biggest thing is we don't want injuries.
No, we need physical. I need to see physicality.
Oh
Today,
shit!
yeah,
today, hold on,
but if
no,
he
I'm talking.
MC,
Hold
if
on.
he fucking
Shut up.
injures two
I'm
other
talking.
people,
I'm talking. I
Okay.
want to see physicality. I
In the
want to see it there.
preseason,
No, right now. I
you
want to
want
see
to
him
see
hitting.
fights.
No, not fights. I want to see him hit. I don't want to be a soft ass team that we were today. That's one thing I gotta
Oh
say.
shit!
This
see,
team
my
is.
thing is I don't
I
mind the hitting. The problem is if you
I
roll
want
up
him to
on the other
hit.
two
No,
players and
if
you
we're
Oh
injure them,
shit!
then it's a problem.
during one on ones, it was some soft. I ain't hear no thunder popping. I ain't hear no pads popping. I didn't see shit, and that made
With
me
shit
fucking.
popping,
That made me kind of worried because usually when you're
you're like
drill when
it's
you going.
soft. He got the
This is
vibe.
about soft. Hold
Okay,
on, I got you,
MC
Bleezy.
got the
This
vibe.
is this team is soft as palm water.
Oh shit! MC got the vibe. He's like, this is too
I need.
soft out here.
I want some play.
I
I
can
want
feel
some.
it. I
I
can
want some.
feel
I
it.
need some physicality, man. We're
If it's too
playing
soft, it's
football.
too soft.
If we're playing football, and if you get hurt, you can't handle it. That's all I gotta
But
say.
it's pre but
I
they're
don't give
they're
a
on
shit
guard.
what.
They're
I
on
don't give a.
guard.
I don't
They're
give a
on
shit. I want,
guard.
hold on, time out. I don't give a shit what it is. I want my best man's out there, and I want them to hit, play football. Not fucking, not fucking balls. We're playing football.
Well, you know what? They're trying to prevent injuries.
Well, if they don't want to. If they get hurt, then they can go beat their meat somewhere else. Like cut their ass. I want a team
Well,
that's gonna
we've
fucking.
been they've been getting hurt,
I get
especially
that,
our
but
secondary,
if they getting hurt, they getting hurt. Why are they playing football?
especially our
Bro,
secondary.
everybody gets fucking hurt playing football, bro. Come on. I
I
think that's
get
a bit of a
that,
Right?
but
stretch.
It's a
listen,
death march.
no, y'all being soft as palm water. Talking about some. We don't
Nah, bro, we
need.
just fucking
We don't
lost
want to
Kader
be.
Kohut for the
We don't want
entire
to. We
year
don't
too,
want to
Right?
be.
bro.
They're dropping
We
like
don't want to
flies,
be. We
bro.
don't want to be physical about all
They're
this
dropping
bullshit.
like
Man,
flies. MC,
y'all some bitches. Get the fuck out of here.
MC. They're dropping like flies, bro.
I don't
It's
give a
fucking not
shit.
even on. It's
If
not
they
even
get,
August.
if they get, nah, time out. So
It's
that
not
was a
even
running,
August.
that was a Tyreek running play. That should have never
They're
had
dropping
happened.
like flies.
That was a Tyreek running play, just his speed. He like, bro, that's not even physicality. They were just running.
I
Yesterday
mean,
it was a running like it was a
we've
run
been
type
talking
thing.
about that too. The
It
Miami
was a
Dolphins
running type thing.
medical
That's
squad.
soft. That's soft. They were not
CT,
hitting.
hey, CT's been on that ass for a while. That medical
They were
squad down
just,
there,
yeah, I know. They were just
right?
running.
Right?
Like
I know. I
when
saw
I
it.
saw
I
when I
saw
saw
it.
the replay, they weren't hitting. It was
No,
a
they
run
weren't.
type. It was a
Hey,
He just
running
hey,
went
play.
down.
hold on, real quick before I forget this. I want to point this out. So, this is how fucked it is to me because we were talking about the medical staff thing. Just you brought it up, and it was funny that I remember this quote from Minka's presser, and Minka talked about how from 2019 to now, right?
Yep.
All the medical staff and everybody's the same.
Oh, I got some
Really?
insight. I got some insights
Yes.
about Minka
He fucking
when you're
said
done.
in his press conference, it's nice to see the medical staff and whatever, the same dudes that have been here since I was here in 2019. That's a fucking
You wanna
problem.
you wanna hear an inside scoop about Minka?
What?
Go for it.
So Batman went up to, they do autographs at the end and shit.
Yeah.
Batman saw Minka and was like, "Hey Minka, how do you feel? How does it feel that How does it feel being back in Miami?" You know what his response was?
What?
Eh, it's eh.
Yeah,
Hang
Swear
I
on.
to
mean,
God, I was right next to him. I was
He
right
said
next to him. I
what?
was like, he said, eh, it's
Uh,
eh, it's
let's
alright.
you
go.
felt that? How about you
Hostway,
felt
let's
that?
fucking go, baby.
I was like, Batman, did he really just say eh?
Hey, MC
What
is
the
real.
fuck?
MC's a real motherfucker, and MC is saying that he felt that. Is that what you're saying?
No. I mean, I felt that pain you want
You
to say
felt you
that.
felt Minka saying, if he said
He said,
it
and I'm like,
as
are
if
you shitting? I'm
that's a
like,
negative way. He
and I'm
said it
like,
in a
Batman, are
negative
you, did he
way.
really? I'm like, Batman, did he really just say that? He's like, yep. Like, yo, that's crazy. I was
Well,
right
I
next to
don't
that.
but
No,
again, he
I
already
was
made
right
it
next to
clear though.
him.
But hold on, MC. But
I may have
see,
been drinking.
look,
That pissed me the fuck off. Go ahead.
yeah, look. But he's already fucking stated in the presser, bro. And he said it's just business, man. And I think that again,
Business saying,
that
the
sounds
fuck? This
negative
was
to me.
sounds
yeah, but
bullshit as
again, if you
fuck.
just say again, are you really going to have a legit conversation with the fan about how you feel about being back? I mean, it's
He
obvious
did
from
with
his press.
Batman.
I
Oh
mean,
my
what
God,
the
Did
you're
fuck?
all right, MC. Chill out, bro. Chill.
he
What
did
was
with
Minka
fucking
Let me
throwing?
let
Batman?
me finish. Let me finish, because again, he's already discussed the fact during his presser before he even fucking spoke. He wanted to give his little prelude, right? He wanted to make a comment first,
I heard some of that.
and how he talked about. I'm not going to talk about the trade. I'm not going to talk about past coaches. I'm not going to talk about Steelers or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, he tells you everything you need to know. He even said that when he was asked about, because again, they didn't directly ask him, how in the fuck, what happened between you and Flores and why'd you get traded, whatever. But he kind of beat around the bush and was like, oh, I had to mature a little bit and whatever. So it's like, all right, are you admitting it was your fucking fault? Or is it that you're going to take that blame just because you don't want to keep being asked those same fucking questions? So obviously the dude is fucking bitter about the way things ended, which you can't fucking blame him if he is. But at the same time, like he said, it's business.
Man,
Business.
fuck all that. Fuck all that.
See, but
He's
you,
down there for
but
the
but
money. I
you,
mean, where the fuck's he
but
from? Where's
but
Minka
you
from?
say that though.
Alabama.
But you
He
say
wants to
that
be in
MC.
Alabama.
He went
But
to
you.
the University of Alabama. That's all I know.
Oh,
But anyway, MC. My point is though, you say that, but you fail to realize as a fan, all of this shit is business. The players want to come out and
Oh.
play and whatever. Yeah, they do. But it's still a fucking business.
Man, I want to see football. I don't want to see no money
Jose
talk.
Sweat
That
said,
bullshit.
Quentin Ewers, baby, let's go. Hell yeah. I mean, again, like we talked about, by all intents and
Fuck.
purposes, everything I've read, Ewers has been
We
playing
ain't even
pretty
talk
well. And
about
even
Quentin no
even
more.
Tua said that Ewers was balling out. So
I saw a really good throw he made in the end zone.
Yeah,
He's from
I was right there. I saw that too.
really. That
I
was
was
a
right
fucking
on
damn
the head.
good throw. He's from New Jersey. He was born in New Jersey. Played high school ball in New Jersey.
who, Waddle?
No,
Nah,
Minka.
Oh,
Minka.
but he
Minka.
went to,
Minka.
I just know he went to Alabama. That's it.
Yeah.
So anyway, like I said though, I mean, I really feel like despite all of that, I mean, the dude's going to be ticked off. You're talking to him literally less than a week after he's been traded and he's on a new team. Like, even in his little thing spiel at the beginning of his statement, he wanted to thank the Steelers organization and whatever, basically saying that he feels like, indirectly, not directly saying it, but indirectly saying it was a surprise to him. And he kind of fucking felt a certain type of way about it. And you can't blame him. I mean,
You got to give props for being honest. He could have said,
yeah,
"Oh man, it's great, man," which would have,
exactly. Would you rather him
you know,
lie to us or would you rather him to just be honest?
yeah, he could have said, "Oh, it's great," and smiled. And you're like, "No, you're
I
full."
don't know, but is a terrible answer to say.
But hold on real
You're
quick,
playing
MC.
football.
But again, on your thing though, Bleezy, that was something that like a lot of the media people were talking about. How every time somebody gets an extension or whatever, they go out and they have that little hype video on the Dolphins.com or whatever where they're sitting there signing the fucking shit, whatever, and being like, "Oh, what's up, Fin fans? Yeah, I'm glad to be here." Whatever. He didn't do none of that shit.
Hell no, he didn't.
And it's like, okay, obviously, he's here. He's going to do his thing because
business.
It is business, but he also knows that, if he comes in here and he's just a disgruntled asshole, whatever, this is where I kind of feel like things are different in this aspect. So, we talked about it last week on the show where there have been reported
Guys, I'll
numerous
be back
instances.
right on. I don't know where I'm at, so hold on.
Yeah.
All right.
So again, with oh my God, I lost my train of thought.
I did too.
What was I saying again?
We're talking about Minka.
Oh yeah. So no. With Tua, yeah. Okay, that's where I was. Yeah. So there's been numerous instances of Minka and Tua communicating. Like, he'd go out there and he'd hit a big ass play, right? And Minka would want to go talk to him, or Tua went out there and he went to throw something or whatever, and Minka broke it up, and then he stopped practice. Like, he didn't even wait, till the end of practice to be like, "Hey, what?" Nah, he walked right over to him in the middle of the fucking field while everybody's fucking waiting. And he was like, "What'd you see, bro? Like, how'd you know I was gonna do this? What did you see? What did And the opposite way around, where Minka's going to Tua, okay, what did you see? Why were you able to, suck this person in or do this or whatever, manipulate the eyes and get this, complete this pass? And so it's not like Minka's just what was his name? And Dominic and Sue. "Oh, I'm here because I'm getting paid." But he really didn't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, on point for sure.
And I don't get that same vibe with Minka. I think Minka's more upset at the fact that, again, he got fucking traded. He wasn't expecting it.
Right.
And then on top of that,
somewhat in shock.
Exactly.
Honestly. Yeah.
And a lot of people want to say shit about, yeah, he wouldn't meet with the media, and even some of the media were kind of getting upset by it or butthurt by it. Yeah, bro. And then you want him, like you said, though, and this is why I wanted to focus on what you said, and this is the whole reason of me bringing it up is, so if he comes in and he's still shell-shocked, whatever, you just want this motherfucker to lie to you and be like, "Nah, I'm so happy to be here. I fucking can't wait. Fuck the Steelers. Fuck this. Fuck that. Fucking like, bro, come on, dude. Like, he just got fucking traded. The only people that are still on the fucking team that were on the team when he was here in 2019 is Tua and Waddle. That's it.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
That's it.
Tua and Waddle? That's the only
It used to be the long snapper guy, but he's gone.
Yeah.
He was here for like Denny or
Ferguson?
Yeah, Denny or Ferguson. Yeah, Denny Ferguson. I don't know. Blake Ferguson was it? Blake Ferguson. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because he was here for like fucking 9 years, and then it would have been that place kicker that we used to have, but we fucking got rid of him and brought in a new kicker. It could have been the punter, but we fucking got a new punter.
Hey, speaking of kickers, I didn't even.
I think maybe Eichenberg. Maybe Eichenberg would Maybe
no. He probably came in after
Minka.
Minka only lasted 1 year, right?
Yeah, we traded him that next offseason.
Right.
Because he wanted to bitch about playing multiple positions, and then he goes to the fucking Steelers and plays multiple positions. So maybe that's what he was referring to in his press conference about the maturity thing, because maybe that's his way of admitting, look, man, I wanted it to be a certain way, but that's just not how it rolls.
Yeah.
You do, you do what they ask you to do.
Right.
Because he fucking sure as fuck did it in Pittsburgh for him.
I mean, I don't know, man.
I mean, So anyway, I mean, there's so much more. I mean, there's so much shit going on. The next one is again, we trade for fucking Darren Waller, who's retired, mind
Yeah,
you,
what's up
hasn't
with
played.
Waller? What's up with him, man? What the
And
fuck?
then we turn around and shout out to Big Philly, because I was talking to Big Philly about the tight ends and all that shit. And I was like, bro, Seattle just fucking cut him, bro. We at least need to kick the tires and see what's going on, because this Darren Waller thing got me feeling fucking skeptical.
Like shit.
Yeah, because is it another, Will Fuller? Is it another, you know, uh, uh, what was the cornerback that got hurt and then never
Byron
played?
Jones.
Byron Jones. Like, is this a whole nother one of those kind of situations? But then we go in and hold on. So with Big Philly, I told him, I said, we need to go out there and sign Noah Fant. And they're like, man, we're not going to get Noah Fant. We're not even going to work him out. We don't have money for that and this and that and the other. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But if Darren Waller is fucking coming back from being retired, he's on the physically unable to perform list. McDaniel will not give us a solid answer on what's going on. Obviously, if the dude's been out of football for an entire year, it's going to take a little bit of time. But then why would you fucking trade for him and all that if he's not in football shape? Does that make sense, Bleezy? Like, why would you go through and trade for him if he's not even in football shape? I don't understand that. And then to bring in Noah Fant, he had, I believe, he met with the Bengals and the Saints. He hasn't signed anything with them either, or us. And I don't know, bro. I don't like the Waller thing. If he's not going to come in and play, are you going to say, oh, he's too old? Like Teron Armstead, which I agree with MC to an extent. Like, if you're that old, you don't want to go through the grind of training camp and all that, then obviously you just don't want to play football.
Right. I mean, my bad. I heard someone what you were saying. So what's up with Waller? What's the fucking deal? Is he gonna play or not?
So I was saying again, he's on the pup.
So when's he
And
coming back?
McDaniel said that the physically unable to perform.
So when's he coming back?
We don't know. Well, they've said that they've seen him on the sidelines working out with trainers and whatever, but he's not participating in practice. So
how old is he?
30, 31, somewhere in there, I believe. But the thing is, the only reason he came out of retirement is our tight end coach, John Embry.
Oh, really?
He used to coach Darren Waller.
Okay. Hey, speaking of coaches, our new, I don't know if he's an OC. It's Bobby something.
Slovich. He's the new senior passing game coordinator.
You know where he came from, right?
Atlanta, didn't he?
Houston.
Oh, that's right. Houston. Sorry. Yeah, it was Houston.
And these people hate him in Houston. They cannot stand him. They talk about how trash he is all day on the fucking radio.
Well, why are they still talking about him if he ain't even there?
I mean, I don't really hear much about him now, but they make a lot of comments because they're so hyped up about their new guy. And they're so happy they got rid of Bobby. They blame Bobby for his CJ's sophomore slump and all that shit.
Okay.
And so
let's fucking go, Raphael. What's up, brother?
Let's go. Yeah.
So
fuck yeah.
Yeah, the thing is,
they blame Bobby for that slump and all that.
Yeah, but if he was the OC, he's not the OC here. He's just the senior passing game coordinator.
Okay.
He's not an OC. I mean, fuck, even our OC isn't our fucking OC because Mike McDaniel's our play caller anyway. I can't even remember his fucking name now. Hold on.
Like you said, it doesn't really matter. McDaniel's calling the plays. What's up,
It's
Raf?
Frank Smith still. It's Frank Smith still.
Shout out to Rafi, man. Great seeing you, bro. Good
Yeah,
seeing
it's
you, man.
Frank. It's Frank Smith.
Frank Smith, right.
Yeah, because
He's
we
good.
don't even know his name because he's not a fucking true OC. He's just Mike McDaniel bitch boy. Even though this motherfucker has more experience calling plays and all that shit than Mike McDaniel. But
that's crazy.
Mike McDaniel keep doing his thing one way or the other. So his fucking benefit or his fucking detriment. And that's just the way it is, bro. That's just the way it is.
Do y'all think that Tyreek is going to be a captain this year?
I don't know. I doubt it, but irregardless, whether he is or not, I don't really see that as a huge thing. I more so feel, in my opinion, obviously we talked last week about the comments Tua made in his first press conference about Reek. And even the action, again, how much of, how often have we seen all the fucking deep passes and this and that and the other and yada, 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 right?
Yeah. Is
it because of a lack of Tyreek being there? Is it a lack of connection because they're still pissed at him? Or, what? Because again, Tua's fucking just latching on to Waddle. Like, from all I've heard, that Waddle is fucking finally looking like a number one receiver.
And he should be. Rafi's saying he's a captain already. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know they already made the captain.
Didn't know they picked captains either, but from my understanding, again, they're still mad at him.
I figured he would be. But then after what Tua's been talking about, I figured maybe he
because I know that they asked him if he thought he should be a captain or whatever, and he was like, "No, I don't think so." So I didn't hear anything about him, but that's interesting. Yeah. That's interesting. I mean, and like I said, I really don't know if it matters either which way.
Right. It really doesn't. Really.
I think more of, again, is there a rift that bad between Tua and Tyreek that it's detrimental to the pass game? I highly doubt that. Because I think that, again, Tua wants to fucking win. Everybody wants to win.
He's trying to hold him accountable.
Absolutely.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, and that's what's up. I'm fine with that. My biggest thing is again, like we talked about, is it so, with this system, and we've talked about Slovak, we haven't seen a lot of the deep, down the field crazy plays that we're used to seeing in Dolphins training camp with Tyreek. And then, it's also, again, I've heard, like I said, when I'm going down through 5-6 different people who have all gone, play by play through practice, and it seems that, again, Tua is spreading the ball out. He's favoring Waddle a little bit more, but he's still throwing fucking, passes to everybody. And there's maybe that's part of Slovak's thing of you so hyper focus on Tyreek that, or Jonnu or whatever, just to spread the ball, become less predictable.
Yeah. I like that.
Maybe we can start, because again, my thing is,
could be a good thing.
Maybe it is a good thing because, again, stop focusing on all the deep passes. Then they stop fucking playing you down the fucking field so much defensively.
Right. And I like that.
That's where I was kind of hopeful, before Pads came on. Like I said, we heard all the fucking rah-rah about how awesome they are and pushing each other around in fucking underwear, right? But then the Pads come on, and then all these stories of, these holes with max-sized truck fucking holes are gone. And now we're hearing the defense stuffed up the middle, stuffed up the middle, stuffed
Yeah.
up, stuffed up. Oh, sack, stuffed at the line of scrimmage, sack, loss, sack. Oh, this, that. And it's like,
It's all defense. Yeah. It's every year's like that, though. It seems like the defense, and then next week, oh, the offense is coming on strong.
see,
Let's
but
go.
I don't know if I agree with that because I remember the last few years, almost all of the talk is about how the offense is whooping that ass.
At the beginning,
Yeah, because the
okay,
offense is
well,
coming out with different plays and shit and whatever, and it takes the defense time to adjust. Because remember last year, because we had Weaver, that was one of the concerns, right? That in preseason, like we heard all the rumors about how the O line is whooping that, or the offense is whooping that ass, but then as time went on, and Weaver had more time and implement more of his system, things got much better. It's the same way that it went out throughout the regular season, right? Early in the
yeah,
season, that defense wasn't looking very good, but
right,
come mid-season, they were looking pretty
gone.
fucking good after that.
Yeah,
Minus all the fucking injuries, Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, the whole 9 yards. They were still if I believe they were still in the top 6 defenses last year overall. So that's pretty fucking good for a first-year defensive coordinator.
When do we play? Is our game on Sunday next week?
I believe it's Friday. Let me look. Hold on. Because normally it's Friday or Saturdays. They don't do a lot of pregame. I mean, they do some preseason
That's
games
what
on Sunday, but not a lot.
I thought we said the
Hold on.
10th.
Hold on. The first one is Sunday the 10th at 1 o'clock against the Bears.
Sunday. Well, that's what
Next,
you were just saying.
The next one we're on Saturday against the Lions. Then the next one we're Saturday, and the last one we are a Friday.
So that's crazy. The first one is a Sunday preseason because you called it out right then. You're like, no, normally the games are not
Normally
on
we
Sunday.
don't go. We don't have a Sunday. Normally it's a
Where's that
Friday
game
or a
at?
Saturday.
Where's that game at?
So those three, it's the 10th.
Just the first one.
The Bears. It's
Because
at the Bears. It's at Soldier Field. So
on a Sunday. I wonder why it's on a Sunday. That's crazy.
yeah, bro. Because normally it's Friday or Saturday.
Maybe that's a good routine, a good practice.
I mean, I don't fucking know. I don't think it really matters, to be honest.
No, that's probably how they're going to treat it. What time's the game?
1 p.m. And then 1 p.m. on the 16th, which is Saturday.
That's actually really smart.
That's Saturday at 1, but then the last one against the Jaguars is the 23rd, is a 7 p.m. on a Saturday.
That's actually really smart. That's a whole game simulation.
I mean,
they're going
not really. Wait, are the Lions here? We're at the Lions.
Well, I'm saying Sunday at 1 o'clock. Sunday at 1 o'clock. That's game time, right?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's still, again, the only one that's at home is against the Jaguars, which is so dumb, bro. But I guess I won't bitch because we've had the conversations about how we always have to go cross country and shit like that. And we don't have to do that really this year because the West Coast teams are coming to us.
Yeah.
So, all right, I guess, our whole 3 preseason games. Now, the thing I don't like, and again, we've been over this shit, having the 3 preseason games and not having a 4th preseason and having another dead weekend before the fucking start of the fucking season is just a dumb idea by the NFL. It's just a dumb idea. I'm sorry. It takes away that 4th game for, evaluation of younger talent.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it leaves an empty weekend of football fans when you could be exploiting that and
No, we're
making money
ready for
off of it, bro.
action. We're ready. We're starving for action.
Exactly. And
We're
it's like, bro,
clamoring. We're
even if it's the
clamoring.
fourth preseason game, like
We're
we watch
clamoring.
it because these are the young guys on our team. This might be the game that somebody makes or
We're
breaks
looking
their
for
fucking
action.
career.
We're
Yeah,
looking for
bro.
action, especially
Gator action, baby. Gator action.
especially in that aqua and orange. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. I get the argument. Oh, well, we added a game during the season, so we'll take away a preseason game. But it's like that fourth preseason game doesn't mean shit because starters don't fucking play anyway. So
Fuck the
what does it fucking
preseason.
matter?
I think they should do. I mean, college doesn't have a fucking preseason. Let's just get right into it. You know, fuck them. But I know there's a bunch of money involved and whatever.
But
You
that
know.
it's also though, I mean, the thing is though, is college has spring practices, they have spring intramurals, they have fucking, they have a scrimmage against themselves. So it's essentially a preseason. It's just not set up the same way that NFL is, where you go against other teams. You get what I'm saying? So you're
Yeah.
still getting preseason. It's just in a different form.
Well, yeah.
And we
That
all know during what was it? I don't remember if it was the lockout year or what year it was, but we got some shit without a preseason. And those first fucking 4 or 5 weeks of the season sucked dick.
what the preseason?
It was, I don't know if it was COVID or if it was the lockout season. I remember one of the seasons they didn't have training camp. They didn't have preseason. And it took fucking like 4 or 5 weeks. I remember being infuriated as a Dolphins fan because nobody could fucking tackle because they weren't practicing.
Mm.
And it took 4 or 5 weeks
I think that
before,
was COVID. I think that was COVID.
yeah, I couldn't remember if it was COVID or if it was the lockout year back in the
I
early
remember that.
2000s.
I remember that. Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it's there's a lot of shit going on. I can't wait. Fuck, what is that? 11 days away?
Rafi. Yeah, Rafi
So,
called it. Rafi called it 2020
yeah. Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah. And so, you know, I just feel like, again, we're
Shout
11
out to
days from the
Rafi.
first preseason game. Bringing that up, speaking of preseason, I thought it was interesting from Tua's presser today. He talked about how he wants to play in the preseason, that he quote unquote said, I'm not too good to play in the preseason. The issue I have is, again, Mike McDaniel, and I can't remember the first year if they played all of them. But we also know that they went from 4 to 3 during Mike McDaniel's tenure. And since they moved to 3 games, both years, Tua has only played in 1 game, and he's got 1 or 2 drives in that game. Last year was only 1 drive. He went 5 for 5, and he scored a touchdown, and he was out. And I think that he did 2 drives the year before, but that's it. We haven't seen fucking Tua play in the preseason. And I get the risk aversion for injury, but at the same time, you know, you got to get them more than a fucking series or 2. Especially if, we're having padded practices with other teams and shit and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's fine. But you need in fucking game experience, you know? You got to warm yourself up in a real game, not just, mixed or joint practices. You know what I mean?
Tua is so fragile, man. They don't want to risk it.
See, but that doesn't make sense, though. Because if you're not going to risk it, why put him out there at all?
No.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like either you're scared or you're not. You can't be halfway in and halfway out.
That's why they used to bring in Jacoby Brisket for the sneak. Right.
I mean, I agree with that, but at the same time, Jacoby was also a lot heavier. He was a fucking bigger
Right.
dude overall. I don't necessarily know if it's a risk aversion. I mean, obviously, with two in this hip shit, you don't want to take that chance. But if that's the case, then you shouldn't have fucking drafted him to begin with.
Well, that kind of was a gamble, but
I mean, if fucking as far as I can tell from now, obviously the injury issues are going to continue to be a narrative until he proves otherwise. He's had one healthy season. I came out and called it that season that he wasn't going to get injured, and so I did the same thing again this time. Well, no, I think I said he wasn't going to have any concussions, but anyway.
yeah, you did.
So I agree. I think it'll be the same this year. Again, hopefully, little thumb or a hip or a back or a rib or whatever the fuck it is. Like, we're not going to have those issues, but irregardless, Tua's been heads and tails above any of the other fucking quarterbacks we've had in the last 10 years.
Right.
So, I
Who you
mean,
gonna take at this point? Justin Herbert or Tua at this point?
I'd take Tua over Justin Herbert
All day, right?
all day, all day.
So we got Tua.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
Tua, I think, is the better pick for sure. And so because Tua got bashed, that because Herbert had a really good rookie year, and everybody's
And
like,
then he
"Oh my
fucking
God."
disappeared. That's because he
Yeah.
had Anthony Lynn, and Anthony Lynn brought in his offense or his college offensive coordinator to be his offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he had a pretty good fucking season because he knew all the shit. It was the fucking team that was learning the offense, not him.
Everybody
But then
thought,
when Anthony Lynn got fired after 8 games, he didn't even make it the full fucking season before he got fired.
right.
And then they brought in a new fucking head coach and a new fucking OC, and he looked like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same argument with Burrow. Like, everybody wants to talk about, okay, Burrow or Tua. I mean, I would say again, I don't know if I'd pick either of them to be better than each other at this point because they both have fucking been often injured.
Woo! That's a good.
You talk about fucking
comparison.
Burrow, tearing his
Who's
ACL.
better,
He was out a
Burrow or
year.
Tua?
Then you
We
have,
should do a poll. Who's
I mean,
better,
let's do it. Because again,
Burrow or Tua?
if you're talking strictly speaking, like if they're both healthy, who would you take? Does that make sense? Because again, at the same argument, I mean, again, he's had a wrist issue. He had a fucking knee issue. He missed time with the finger issue.
So who
He
you
missed time
taking
with an
then?
ankle injury.
Who you taking then?
If they're both healthy,
right?
I would take Burrow over Tua.
Take Burrow, yeah.
I'd say Burrow if they're both healthy.
Well, that's what I was saying when they were coming out in the draft. I was saying Dolphins should
Agreed,
take.
Raphael.
Yeah,
Again, agreed,
yeah.
Raphael.
That's what I was saying. I said we should go after Burrow because originally Tua was the number 1 pick and Burrow was number 2.
Yeah, but then you can play hindsight and say, okay, if Tua never had the hip injury, he would have been number 1. And then,
but no. Burrow balled out. Burrow won the national championship that year and balled out. And
but Tua got injured, and Tua would have fucking played.
And
Tua would have played Burrow.
Right,
but Tua would have played Burrow in the fucking championship game. That's the problem.
Burrow was balling out. I would have, no matter what.
Tua and fucking Alabama were balling out until he got injured.
Yeah, you're right. But
and they had to bring in, what was it, Jason Milrose or something like that?
No.
Yeah, it was Milroe. It was Milrow, I'm pretty sure.
Milrose last year. I don't know, but
Whoever it was. But again, if we would have ever gotten to see that matchup between Burrow and Tua for the championship,
Burrow balled out though,
well, I'm not
and
disputing that. I'm just saying that I
hey,
don't know. Even if Tua didn't get injured, I don't know that Burrow would have been in the number one pick. I'm sorry.
I wanted the Dolphins to draft Burrow all day long. I've got a video. I got fucking receipts. I said, I said Tua
But
right
we
now.
knew that was going to never happen. After Tua got injured,
Right,
we knew that wasn't going to happen.
right. So that's true. But then after that happened, I said That's when I said we need to go with Tua. And then I was talking about Herbert and Jordan Love. I talked about that
Yeah.
shit back in the
Yeah.
day.
Well, we did. We were live for that draft.
Yeah.
And we talked about it of if you're going to go this route, I mean, and I talked about it. I said, look, I haven't seen any of Tua's images. I'm not in the know like that. But from my issue with the hip injury, it's not a quick recovery. And
Right.
but he still came right into fucking camp and was fucking playing. Even when fucking Fitzmagic was leading shit, like, bro, he came in less than a year after he had this major hip injury. I'm the one that fucking everybody got this whole, oh, it was like a car accident. Because I gave that statistic, because I went and did the analysis. And, for him to play football within less than a year is crazy. Now, then you turn on top of it, the concussion situation, and then it was a broken rib, and then it was a finger, and then it was the hip again last year. Like, at some point, as much as I give deference to players, it's the same thing with Burrow. Burrow's had multiple injuries and all of that. And if they're both healthy, Burrow has a different mindset. Not mindset. I think it's more of he's not the what's the word? Because again, we could talk about alpha versus non-alpha, but I don't really see Burrow being a fucking alpha that way either.
Joe Burrow is like a Joe Montana.
Burrow is not overly
Joe Montana style. Joe Montana. I think could be a good comparison for Burrow. Tua is more like a who? Like a Drew Brees, maybe?
Yeah, but not even that. But I was more saying like Tua's a humble, just his culture, the way he was raised. I think he has a different way of dealing or seeing with things and all of that. Where Burrow is a very an emotional person. He's a very up and down. Like when I watch quarterbacks, and you can see how upset he got about his house being broken into and things like that. Where he's he's a very fiery, passionate person, a very vocal leader. That's more of his style versus a Tua, who's more of like a Christian Wilkins, from everything I've heard, and I remember Omar saying this on one of his podcasts, where
is he coming back?
No, we're not paying him. He can't he's got a Jones fracture that he apparently won't follow their guidelines on how he's supposed to rehab himself and whatever. And anyway, we're not paying him that kind of money anyway. But so my point was, though, Tua is like Christian Wilkins and more of, I'm not going to yell and scream and rah you.
Yeah.
I'm a lead by example type of person. And I think that's more of Tua's quietness, where I'm going to show you, I'm a lead by example. I'm not going to yell, scream, act the fool. But I think that now, especially with this Tyreek thing, he's become more vocal about it. Where we all know Tua's fucking honest to a fault. There are times where Tua will say shit because he's not gonna lie, but then you're like, bro, you shouldn't have said that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that he's learned he doesn't really give a fuck what people think anymore. He's just gonna say it. And I think that that's a vocal. Again, he's not out here rah and everything, yelling, screaming at people, but he's also holding Tyreek accountable. My bad, Raphael. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, the back injury and the supposed other concussion, but anyway, I feel like again they're cut from two cloths culturally. I think they're very different in that aspect, and you can say you like the aggressiveness and the in your face style that Burrow has. I don't necessarily think that's why I overpick him. I more pick him over Tua in the fact that not that he's extremely mobile or anything like that, but he's not afraid to run. He doesn't have the injury history of concussions and whatever. So if I'm forced to make a choice between them both being fully healthy, I would take Burrow in that aspect because I think Burrow gives you a little bit more of that running off script ability than Tua does. It's not that Tua can't do it. We've watched him. We've watched Tua fucking juke out Buda Baker. We've watched fucking Tua do the spin move, run and throw, fucking jumping sideways throw. Like Tua can do it off platform. He doesn't do it regularly. He's more of a pocket passer. That's always been his thing since Alabama. Oh, I got to go to a line. I could sit here and I could pick your ass apart because I'm a cerebral assassin and I see things and I can anticipate. That's more of to his game. He's not a Josh Allen. I'm going to run and run and run. Or, oh, I got a big ass arm because even fucking Josh Allen fucks up. Because Josh Allen, I got all the arm strength of the world. I'm just going to chuck it up. How many times does he have fucking so many interceptions? Because he's late on reading something, but he goes, oh, but I got the arm strength. I could fit it in there. And so, again, all of them have their pros and cons. I think because Burrow would give you a little bit more of that mobility and off-script play, I'd take him over too. But it's not like there's a huge difference between them.
Like, really more, like, what do you think about the comparison? If you had to compare Tua to like a elite quarterback, who would you compare him to? Because I said earlier, I would compare Burrow to Joe Montana. For Tua, I think I would compare him to Drew Brees. What do you think about that?
Everybody knows the comparisons about being short, being a fucking pocket passer, being all of, but I also think that, but I don't know. I feel like if you're just comparing physical ability wise, yeah, that's a fair comparison. But you're more comparing Joe Burrow to Joe Montana, not by his physical traits, but by
his
what
coolness.
would you call it?
His coolness, his calmness.
Well, I just say his
swagger.
Yeah, I get the swagger, but more of I don't know. There's a better word for it, but just his aurora, right? The word aurora, you have the aura around you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I agree with that. But I also know that Drew Brees was a much more vocal person than Tua is.
I don't know, dude. Tua's good and getting pretty vocal.
Hey, we'll fucking see. Oh my! What did he say? He said Rex Grossman.
Huh?
That's who you compare Tua to, is Rex Grossman.
Really?
I remember that name. Wasn't he like a Florida quarterback
Yeah,
or
he's a Florida
something? A Gator
quarterback that played
quarterback?
for the Bears.
Okay.
I think he played in a Super Bowl. I think 1 year.
I don't know. But my thing is Tua's just not. No, because Drew Brees, like, if you've seen some of the shit that's been released from him, like, he's done shit where he's released like some of like the
You're not
what do
putting
they
Tua
call
up
it,
there.
mic'd up or sidelines or whatever it's
Yeah,
called,
he's
where
getting after it.
he's out there fucking cursing, yelling, screaming, but he's a Christian, but he's out there dropping that bomb. We're not gonna fuck around. We're not gonna do this shit. We're not gonna be fucking stupid. Oh, he says Bleezy's talking about Burrow's demeanor. So, I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know. I don't remember
yeah.
really a lot about Rex Grossman, so I don't know. I just remember the name. I think I remember him.
Burrow's got swagger. Burrow's got
Yeah.
swagger.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that aura, right? It's the
Yeah.
just like the Joe Montana, the bad boy, right?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, smoking the cigars and shit. Like,
Right.
yeah.
He won a natty, right? He won a natty at LSU.
Raphael says to compare Tua to Drew Brees is disrespectful to Brees.
Is it?
I mean, I think it's premature. I don't think that it's disrespectful. I mean, like we said, we're not comparing Tua's career. We're not trying to compare Tua's career to Drew Brees's. We're trying to compare the physical attributes, the style. It's not necessarily that Tua's ever gonna whatever. Yeah. But no, I think that again, at the end of the day, it really comes down to if you bring in, half of the fucking guys that people are saying are better than Tua and whatever, it's like, bro, they said the same thing about Purdy, but Purdy's taking a shit. CJ Stroud took a shit last year.
We should do a show, do a
Anthony
ranking.
Richardson's been injured not once but twice, ending his year, and it's like, bro, what else would you want? I mean, we can have hindsight. We can bitch and complain about, maybe, when we talked about Ross, maybe Ross need to say, "Fuck you, it's my motherfucking team." Draft Lamar Jackson.
Hey guys, we should do a quarterback ranking show sometime.
Oh yeah, we plan on doing that. Yeah, we had that. I have that written in the PDF with all the other shit, the ideas. But yeah, we talked about it a little backstage last time. But it's like it's again. You think about all these people that we're comparing quarterbacks to, and then you got to compare across generations and eras. It's. I mean, again, comparing Burrow to fucking Joe Montana, I think that's disrespectful. But at the same time, is it? No, it's just if you're making the comparison of their mentality. But you're comparing their mentality. You're not comparing their careers.
Right.
Because again, Burrow hasn't played as long as fucking he had.
You know what I
mean?
Like
you can't.
I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the medals on the walls and shit. I'm talking about the style,
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I mean, I like it. I mean, I think that again.
Same thing with the Drew Brees. Tua is just kind of compact. He's got a quick arm, a quick release, throws a nice ball.
Compact. He said compact. Just call it what it is. He's short for a quarterback.
Throws a nice ball. I mean, no, Tua's a big guy, dude.
I mean, no, he's not. He's fucking just under 6 foot.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever, man. But
not that it really matters to me because, bro, he's 6'2".
Probably bigger than Drew Brees.
I mean, I'm 6'2", and can I say that? I mean, I don't know. I never played professional football, and I didn't play quarterback. I fucking played defensive end. But I mean, does 2 inches really fucking mean that much?
Right. No.
Because even at 6'2", with all these offensive linemen that are 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", you can't see over them anyway. I don't know. I don't know. I get the,
Tua,
you know,
hey, we're good with Tua. He's got to stay healthy, man. That's what
yeah,
it comes.
we all agree with that. The
Right.
best
That's what it
ability
comes
is
down to.
availability. Period.
That's
I
what it
remember
comes
hearing
down
that
to.
when we were fucking what, third, fourth grade, when we were fucking playing flag football, and then what was it? I think in fifth grade you could start playing tackle football, but best ability is availability. It's crazy, man. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, I really think that this is kind of do or die for Tua and Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer. I mean, yeah, you extended Minka, you got another 11 million. What are you gonna fucking do with it? Are you gonna extend Sealer? There's so much more that we haven't even talked about, Bleezy. Like, are we gonna extend Sealer? We can get some money there. You know,
I heard
are you
talk
gonna
about
fucking
that.
are you gonna
Hey,
give a
I
new
heard
contract
Steelers
to Aaron
pissed.
Brewer? Are you
Did
gonna
you
give
hear?
Aaron Brewer an extension? Maybe
Did
that'll
you
give you
hear the
some more
talk
money
about
this
that?
year.
Did you hear the talk about that? I heard Zach Sealer is pissed because everybody random's getting paid, and like he's sitting around waiting for some money or
Well, I
for.
mean, I could see it from his perspective. Um, and we absolutely agree. We've talked about this at nauseum about the Dolphins never take care of their own homegrown talent. You know, guys that have came out and done right by you. Now, again, we understand Robert Jones. Nobody was paying, other than fucking Washington's paying fucking $20 million a year for a fucking guard. And
Right.
the same thing with Christian Wilkins. Like, you went out there and got that massive contract. You got injured, and you don't even want to go to rehab. You're making them try to fucking, you have to file a grievance because they say you wouldn't fucking follow your um recovery regimen. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't disagree with those moves. But in Javon Holland, I mean, after he fucking injured both of his knees that one time, he sprained both of his knees at the same time. He's never been the fucking same safety. I'm not paying you outrageous money, but there are guys again. Extend Zach Sealer. How about if we talked about even in the Robert Hunt situation, we either wait too
Robert
long to
Hunt
sign
got
them.
his money.
We either wait too long to sign the young talent to longer deals, or we're too late in moving off a guy who we're paying a shit ton of money for. And it's
Yeah.
like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yep. Man, the
And
main thing I've always said, the main thing about the preseason, stay healthy. You know, that's the main thing.
well, not when fourth, fifth fucking string tight ends are trying to run through people in practice and rolling up on people's legs. It's not fucking
Well,
good.
well, the problem is all the injuries are in the secondary. You know, for what I've seen. I
We've
mean,
had a
quite a
couple.
few.
We've had a couple O line injuries. We've had because one just got
Oh,
placed on a backup O lineman got placed on injured reserve today, and they signed a new offensive lineman today. Granted, again, third, fourth string kind of guys, camp body kind of guys. We had a linebacker go down. We had one of the defensive linemen, again, third, fourth string guy. Um, he's out, or no, it was a linebacker, something Quinn or something. I don't remember. It was a linebacker of some
10
sort of D
years?
line. No, Quinn
No,
Ewers is
I'm
the
just kidding.
quarterback.
I'm just kidding.
No, I can't remember the linebacker. Bradley, not Bradley Chubb, Bradley Quinn or something. I don't fucking know. But it was a linebacker that got injured. But yeah, I mean, it's the two, or well, the three biggest were Cater Kohu, Artie Burns, and the one something Aston
Right.
Davis. But again, we still
Sucks.
don't know. Still don't know if he's out for the season.
Right.
Mike McDaniel said he doesn't think it's a season-ending injury, but we really can't take his word for it because You said the same thing about other dudes like Bradley Chubb last year too, and then they don't play it down the entire year. So
look out for number 38. I'm gonna be buying I'll do that live on a show one night. I'm gonna buy a number 38 Mike Hilton jersey. I'm
there you
down
go.
with it. I'm down with it because he wore 38 at Ole Miss, and now he's wearing 38 for the Dolphins. That's tight as fuck, and that's where my 38 came from. I told
That's
CT
cool.
the
Hey,
story.
we finally got the fucking origin story.
Yeah,
We'll have to clip that one up, make a short
yeah,
out of it.
yeah. I should. I will. I
The
will.
Bleezy origin story,
That
baby.
that's it. That's it. That's where the 38 came from.
But
For
yeah,
sure.
so hey man, we've been on for an hour and a half now.
Yep.
Appreciate everybody rolling through. We got 20 or 22 viewers now. We appreciate y'all coming out, listening to us talk shit. Bleezy, any final thoughts, man?
Hey man, just ready for Sunday's game, right? And just
Well, it's not this Sunday, next Sunday.
yeah, right. Not this
Yeah,
week, but
yeah.
the main thing is
It was Quentin
no
Bell,
injuries.
Raphael. My bad, Quentin. It was Raphael says Quentin Bell. Yeah, I remember it was Quentin or Quinn something or whatever. There you go.
Yeah,
So, hey, that's all right. Hey, not too bad for old man fucking memory. Now that I'm a
yeah.
year older. But go ahead.
No, I was just saying no injuries, man. No injuries, and we're good, right?
Yeah, I mean, we would hope, but we
No
know this
more.
is
No
how it
more.
goes.
No
This is
more.
how it goes.
It's gonna happen, right? It's gonna happen, but let's keep it to a minimum if we can.
Hey, fins up, Raphael. Hell yeah,
Spin
man.
that,
Hey,
Rafi.
you're fucking welcome anytime, man.
Much love,
Hey, you
bro.
gotta hop
Much
on one of these
love,
fucking
man.
times, bro. But
Hell yeah.
yeah,
We'll
man.
be we'll be doing this, man. This year, the season, it's on.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Like I said, I agree. I mean, I'd like to try to limit as many fucking injuries as possible. And
Yeah.
I'd like to start fucking seeing the starters actually play some preseason, like I brought up earlier. I think a lot of our fucking struggles early in the season, not that we, so it's not that we're losing the games, right? Because we're still a lot of we stack a lot of wins at the beginning of the season. It's later on in the fucking year when we fuck it up. But I kind of feel like we start off slow, even though we win these games in the beginning of the year. But you see the fucking inability, the missed tackles, the miscommunications,
Right.
the false starts, all of these things. You know what I'm saying?
And,
And it
and
gets
I tell
tiresome.
Anthony Weaver better have the defense on point, and whoever Bobby or whoever needs to have that.
Bobby
Bobby better have that
Slovic,
offense on.
Slovic.
Bobby better have that offense on point. I know that.
I mean, real quick on that, and then we're gonna go. But I mean, when you think about the experience, right? You talk about John Embry as tight end coach. You talk about Frank Smith as a former offensive line coach, former fucking offensive coordinator, right?
Yeah.
Then you got this Bobby Slovak. He's a former offensive coordinator with Houston. Like,
Yep.
we should have plenty of fucking
Extraction.
brain power to start figuring this shit out, bro.
Yeah.
Because
Big
we all
trash
know
Bobby around here.
Mike McDaniel gets predictable on offense.
Yep.
Once they double or bracket cover Waddle and
Bring
Reek,
in Bobby.
you bring in the tight end, right? Oh well, we don't have Jonnu Smith anymore. Okay,
Let's
that's
go,
fine.
Bobby. Bobby straight out of the rodeo over here in
Let's see,
Houston.
bro. Let's see if he can figure out this intermediate, short passing game. If they want to fucking just
Hey,
keep rolling
we
it,
can be the leader of the
oh
pack.
my
Leader of the
god,
pack with the Bobby Sloviak. We can be
yeah,
the leader of that bandwagon.
yeah.
If our offense pops off, it's gonna be because of Bobby.
We'll see, man. Because I feel like again though, if they're just gonna play fucking deep and they're gonna dare you to run and they're gonna dare you to do shit, in front of them, then we need to do it. And Let's
You heard
see.
it. You heard it here first. If our offense pops off, it's because of Bobby, and
Bobby
it's because
Slovic.
we already know because he got kicked out of Houston, but he's gonna adjust to Miami and pop it off.
Let's fucking go. Hey, much love. Appreciate everybody coming out, supporting, and we'll
Be
see you on
safe,
the next one.
Rafi. See ya.